Welcome to the 1991 World Bobsled Championships.
Hello, everyone. I'm Merlin Olsen. This is the Bob Bahn, or bobsled run at Altenberg, Germany, where a crowd in excess of 15,000 has gathered to watch more than 100 athletes from 13 countries compete for the World Championship of four-man bobsledding. This is the most prestigious bobsledding event in the world prior to the 1992 Winter Olympics at Albertville, France. Joining me for our coverage today, former member of the U.S. bobsled team, John Morgan. John, we got a chance to see bobsledding history today.
Yeah, the Swiss pilot Gustav Vader can do what no one else has ever done in the 57-year history of this sport, and that is win 3 consecutive titles, and that's pretty impressive.
3 in a row. That sounds like a three-peat to me. And those of you who are fans of the Los Angeles Lakers, San Francisco 49ers, know how hard that is to do. Who'll be Vader's biggest competition today?
Well, it's the two Germans, Wolfgang Hoppe. He's got Olympic medals around his neck that nobody else in the competition has. And it's the pre-race favorite, Harrell. This is his home track. He's been down it more than anybody else. And the two Germans are really going to pressure Vader.
Rules of the competition very simple. 4 trips down the mountain. Best cumulative time is the winner.
With 3 heats already completed, we have a dead heat at the top. Vader and Hoppe tied for the lead, and pre-race favorite Chudai only 9/100ths back.
John, the Americans are here in force, and Edwin Moses and Willie Gault have made a difference. They've done what they said they were going to do, post the fastest starting time.
Well, the talent's there, but everybody said the experience is lacking, but they threw that out the window by tying the best start time in the 3rd heat. That really sends a message up top to everybody that the Americans are coming.
This track at Altenberg, the most technically demanding and dangerous artificially cooled track in the world. John, tell us more about this course.
This Altenberg track is a little less than a mile with 16 corners, of which 4 of the most important are at the top. Omega, Labyrinth, Turn 9, and Kreisel are all pivotal to the driver if he wants to reach maximum speed. Now entering the Omega, the driver turns more violently here than any place else on the course because of the 180-degree change of direction at the very slow speed. Through a Labyrinth into Curve 9, the most dangerous part on the course. If you get through Curve 9, a long straightaway into Kreisel, the 360-degree change of direction, minute steering by the driver to allow the maximum speed on the bottom part of the course. 6 corners to go, but most importantly, an S-corner combination out of 14 will allow you to reach 75-mile-an-hour speeds into the finish in 4 Gs of force. Here's the S-corner combination 13, quick change left, quick change right. That'll snap your heads if you don't do it correctly. And finally, the finish corner, which separates the men from the boys, as you can lose 1/10 of a second on the last whip around on this course.
The course record here set back in 1989 by Detlef Richter, since retired. In fact, he's here coaching the Italian team. We're about ready for the 4th and final run. When we return, we'll see Brian Shimer and the Americans.
If you've ever wondered what it's like to experience the Bavarian Alps, you don't have to go there to find out. Just head for Vail, Colorado and the Sun and Alp Hotel. And you'll get a taste of champagne powder snow and the richest Bavarian cream pie this side of Innsbruck. So if you go, get your skis waxed up and put your Visa card down. Because at the Sun and Alp, they take fun seriously, but they don't take American...
Olympic Winterfest Countdown to Albertville, sponsored by Visa. Official card and traveler's check at the 1992 Olympic Games. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Welcome back to Altenberg, Germany. An overcast day here, air temperature 28 degrees, ice temperature 22 degrees. Track conditions are good, although we do have some snow in the track. Our first sled up, USA number 2, Brian Shimer, a 28-year-old driver out of Naples, Florida, and he has some great athletes behind him in this sled. Edwin Moses, the brakeman, side pushers Greg Harrell and Willie Gault, who's been trying to change the mindset of this American team.
We go into races now thinking 5th or 6th place. We have to go into races thinking that we're going to win. Like when we go into football games, the Raiders think that we can win any football game at any given time, and that's the way we go into it, and that's what we have to do with the bobsledding team, and know that we can be the best team on the hill and that we can win.
Well, Shimer's team is currently in 7th position and hoping to move up here.
Watch this start.
At 5:35, left side of your screen represents the best start so far.
5:21, that's a new start record of this track. Every time down the mountain, this team gets better.
Everyone knows Edwin Moses and Willie Gault. Shimer's getting better known. Greg Harrell played for the San Diego Chargers, a tight end. In fact, he said Willie Gault is getting him a tryout with the Los Angeles Raiders.
The athleticism on that sled, Merlin, is the best in the competition.
Shimer driving smoothly, but he's coming to his problem area 9.
Ooh, he's not bad there. 70-mile-an-hour speed. That's the best speed Shimer's had so far in the competition.
Shimer told us earlier that this next combination right here is the toughest one on the course for him. You saw the head snap.
Now the S corner, 14, and then the next speed trap, anything above 73 is good. 73.7, he's holding the speed in the bottom.
That's something he hasn't done all during the week.
Good heat here for Brian Shimer.
A little rough there. Look at that, 56.62. That's the fastest of this heat, and Shimer and his crew justifiably celebrate.
Shimer's great finish time is related to this fantastic start time. Look at the size of Greg Harrell on the left side of your screen, 235 pounds. He hops in like a 150-pounder, sits down. Great athletic start.
They were pleased with the results, and so were their coaches on top of the mountain. Head coach Tony Carlino on the left, push coach John Philbin on the right. Now they're currently in the lead, guaranteed of at least a 7th place finish. But more sleds yet to come, and next up, Canada 2, driven by Chris Laurie. The brakeman is Doug Courier. Side pushers John Graham and Ken LeBlanc. They need a 56.75 to go ahead of USA 2. The only acceleration in this sport right here at the start, and then gravity.
They give up a little time to Shimer right there, 1200s. There's a theory in bobsledding, Merlin, that if you're 1000s behind at the start, you'll be 3000s behind at the bottom, given that all things are equal. They aren't equal here, though, because Laurie's a much better, more experienced pilot than Shimer.
When you talk to Chris Laurie, you're reminded of the danger in the sport. He still wears the scars of a near-fatal crash at Cervinia, Italy back in 1987.
Well, since his comeback, he's gets tremendous respect from his fellow competitors, and I think he's more driven now than he was before. It's almost like he's competing against the danger of the sport.
70.2 miles an hour. He's faster than Shimer. A very clean run by Chris Laurie.
Exit of 14, very clean. Look at the speed, 74 miles an hour. He's got more speed than Shimer.
Best time in this heat on the left, that's USA 2. He needs 56.75 to go ahead. He's got it. 56.62, and there's his total time. He is our current leader, up by 13/100ths.
Laurie's an experienced pilot, but even here he makes a mistake. Watch him come out here and drive the sled into the right-hand wall. That causes loss of time.
Some solid driving by Chris Laurie, and the technical difficulty of this track accentuates the premium put on driving skills. Prior to the competition, John took a look at how these sleds are driven.
From the outside looking in, it's difficult to see how the driver steers the sled. We're going to give you an inside look, and I'll tell you one thing, it's not a steering wheel. It's simple technology that's been around a long time. Driving handles here, attached to bungee cords, into an axle that controls the runners. You want to go right, you pull right. You want to go left, you pull left. The sled will always go back to neutral for you in the straightaways. The way you get on and off the corners, a simple squeeze will allow you to get on the corner, put it in neutral. A simple squeeze will allow you to come off the corner. In a turn, if you see a driver looping or going up and down, that means he's guilty of oversteering. You'll never see the good drivers do that, because it's not the driver who steers the most that wins, it's the driver who steers the least.
Two-time defending world champion Gustav Vader practicing those driving skills. The pre-race favorite, hometown hero, Harrell Chudai. He'll be next up on the course when we come back.